Hello guys and welcome to episode 3 of my EVE Online Let's Play. It's a cold and stormy night here in the northwest of England, so I thought I'd take my mind off of it by shooting things out of space. And I believe we finished up with Fialka. Let's see if she'll talk to us. Nope, stuck up bitch. So now we need to go help. Where's help? There it is. And click on show career agents. And it'll bring up this thing. And just to keep it interesting for now, we're going to go ahead and use the Gonakis, blah blah blah. Yes, Gonakis. He is the advanced military guy, and he wants us to clear the area of any hostile vessels. So we'll accept that, and just as I said in my previous mission, previous episode even, I am now in my Rifter. If I click on here, rather than having to walk, you'll just see my Rifter, whoosh, and it spins and it spins and it spins, and if I spin enough, little number, there we go. So, acceleration gates, yes, we already know this aura, go away. No, don't continue later aura. So, we've got the Rifter, and it's not particularly well fit out at the moment. It has no armour, considering it's an armour ship. That's not a good thing. But we'll see how we go. This could be suicide. This could be suicide. Okay, undocked, and the swap and walk to location. Now, I've been talking to a few of my friends in who are on my main account, so I'm not going to tell you who that is. Frankly, a quick search around will tell you who I am. But they've suggested that there is not a alliance in the world, or a corporation in the world, that is going to take me on. So, at this point, I am leaning heavily towards starting my own corporation. And I think I'm going to have it basically open. I don't know if I should approve things or not. It's all under discussion, as I say. So, leave comments, let me know. And here's another issue that I came up with whilst I was trying to edit down episode 2, is I need music to put over my time-lapse thingies. So if you could suggest some decent music that kind of fits with the EVE ethos, then that would be very much appreciated. So we've landed, and spam orbit until it orbits, and then lock and pre-fire. And let's fire off the AB for one cycle, and turn on the stasis web. Of course we're too far away. The stasis web of fire has a limit of 10,000 meters, or 10 kilometers, so once that number blows 10,000 you just hit it. And it slows right down, making it that much easier to hit. And you should see, well, you don't see much of anything, quite frankly. So let's lock up these two buggers and shoot them. And they're kind of going down really quite quickly here. This is alarming. Turn around, kill these guys. Excuse me. I still have that cold. As you can see from the date-time calendar thing there, I am doing these in relatively quick succession. So this cold is going to get worse before it gets better. I'll do my best not to cough down your ears. Is that everything? Yep, I've killed everything. Now, we need to get some looting done. I will skip that or time-lapse it, and I will see you in the dock. So let me just adjust that, and complete mission. And I believe propulsion jamming is something we got in our previous quest chain, I suppose you could call it. Try injecting it. I already have it, so I can't. So let's see if we can sell it. Yeah, that's fine. Sell, not bothered. Empty the ship. With everything but the EMPS, of course. Items, there we go. The EMP is getting kind of low, so we'll do a few missions and hopefully that will be fine. Oh, apparently we're going to get a slasher for this. We already have a slasher, you silly thing. Minimizing your losses, yeah, whatever. Go away, Aura. Oh, click yes. So yes, I'm probably going to end up doing a montage of shots here, basically, and I will see you at the other end. Oh. Okay, so I just lost my rifter. That's fun. Let's make sure. Okay, so save location, submit, and I'm gonna have to dock and get in a slasher, aren't I? I lost my rifter and I forgot to insure it. Take this as a lesson, guys. Always insure your ships, even if it's PvE.
Warp drive active.
So I'm about to land on my next mission, now that I've got this slasher set up, and I believe, if I right click, you'll see the mission is your undivided attention. This one gives you a civilian warp disruptor, which can be used on this fleeing pirate. If I orbit it, and if I right click show info, you will see optimal range 20 kilometers, so lock it, pre-fire. Okay, and now I can let him go. Is that me done? Yep, apparently. All I have to do was scare him. Oh, and now he's attacking me, but that's not a problem because we're just warping away. And that's basically a warp disruptor. The warp disruptor, all it does is stop a target ship from warping away. And apparently, the civilian warp disruptor doesn't actually stop anything. I think it's only useful on that particular NPC. Yes, these specially designed civilian variants are not strong enough to be used in live combat, you see? So, when I get back, that's just a hangar augment.
Docking request accepted.
Quick word on them, though. They come in two flavours. Let me just call up the market, in fact. Warp Disruptor. Where are we? I know you're here. Warp Disruptor. These give you 1 warp scramble strength. If I put warp Warp Scramblers give you 2 points, but you also notice that it has a lower optimal range, which means you have to be closer. That's the trade-off for having 2 points. So that's something to consider when you are killing things on the internet. I will go back to the the time-lapsey thing now. See you later. So I'm about to land on my next mission, that is A Friend in Need. And you'll notice I have a new mod again, a civilian remote shield transporter basically, that will take your own shields, that's your outer ring here, and put them on another vessel. So all I need to do is orbit and lock, come on, and press the button, and I need to be within 4,000 meters. For some reason I think this is going to be a trap, but let's find out. There's the 4K, and we're giving him shield despite the fact that he is full on shield. Basic systems are operational once again. We have functional warp drives.
Capacitor is empty.
No problem. Off we go. See you later, guys.
Warp drive active.
Okay, and now I'm about to land on my next mission, The Stand, in which Gonakis wants me to die. Well, not so much die as just lose my ship. I have to engage the hostiles and kill as many as I can. Oh, there's an acceleration gate.
Warp drive active.
A single mercenary fighter. Yep, I'm gonna die. Okay, these icons, that's webbing, and these are sensor dampeners. That means I can target things that are less than 2k away from me. That means I'm gonna die. A horrible death. This isn't fun. Luckily that particular ship was insured, so off we go.
Warp drive active.
So, it's had me fit a civilian afterburner. Oh heck, and I've got to get to that asteroid station as quickly as possible. I can see myself dying in this one. But let's see what happens. Come on. Go on. Nearly. Almost. Ah. Well, that was disappointing. Well, I lost a Rifter, but I'm getting a Thrasher. The Thrasher is a destroyer class of ship, and it does require its own skill. That's obviously. I don't know. Imagine I said something sarcastic. Destroyer. That has its own skill, and that's only 90,000. You just buy this. Buy, close, and bring your items. And oh, apparently I already have a destroyer skill book. Stupid me, I should have checked. In fact, train now to skill 1, of course. So it's a spaceship command skill. So bottom of the list, 16 minutes. I'll get it training, and I'm actually going to go and have a drink. Okay, so 2 minutes left for the destroyer skill to train, so I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the various ship classes in the game. Each faction follows exactly the same kind of tree, and they've got roughly equivalent ships for different areas. Let me just switch this to off that, and it all varies based on size. The smallest you can get is shuttles. You can't fit anything to them. You can't really carry much of anything. They are just shuttles. One step up from that is your frigates. Those are the ships you've seen me flying so far. They tend to get the smaller roles. They can basically annoy the bigger ships, but they can't really kill them. Cruisers can be brought down by a frigate, but not so much. Cruisers are meant to be guarded by destroyers. Destroyers are practically built to take down frigates. That's all they're there for, really. They can take down cruisers, but they're basically large frigates made of paper. The cruisers, they're one step up from the destroyers and the frigates, and they tend to be slower, and they're the first ships that can use medium-sized guns. And they tend to come in 3 flavours, these ships. And if I call up the minimum, oh no, 4. So we've got your combat, and you've got your support, and you have your other support, and you've got your other combat. It's kind of the way it is. Again, support, combat, and combat. So it's all variations on a theme, and it's all dependent on the race that you're flying with. Oh, thank you. So we've got one step up from that. We have the battle cruisers. That's an intermediary step between cruisers and battleships. They're still limited to medium-sized guns, but they tend to be a little bit bigger. And there's 3 tiers to these. You've got your first tier, which tends to be kind of... Let me check. Well, yes, it really depends on the race. The Caldari's Drake, that's a missile boat, basically. And compared to the Ferox, it's much better, because the Caldari do focus on the missiles, whereas with the Minmatar ships, the first one is not so much useful, as its bonuses lie more in shield boosting, which is nice if you're trying to tank things, but not so useful. But the tier 2 is your Hurricane, which is the fastest of the battle cruisers, as I recall. Tends to be very popular with armor fleets. And this is the new Tornado. This is the 3rd tier. Each race has its own 3rd tier, of course, and these can actually fit the larger size guns. But they really are also made of paper, but they put out so much power. I don't really know how to use them at this point. Battleships, they're bigger. They are much bigger, and they tend to be a good stopping off point before you get onto the really big stuff like your cruisers and your capital, not your cruisers, your capital ships, basically your destroyers, your dreadnoughts, and basically just huge things that are going to kill you. That's the basic hierarchy of the ships. I mean, you've got your industrial ships and mining barges here. They carry things around, and these chew space rocks. Well, that's quite boring, actually. So that's how that is. Now I can get into my destroyer. If I close this, I can switch to ships. And oh, did I not pick up the mission? No, I didn't. So click that. Ooh, okay. Give me a sec. So basically, the bigger a ship is, the slower it is. So Thrasher, bigger than your frigates. So of course it's going to be slower, but it is more powerful. If I strip the fitting from that, I should be able to then fit my guns. Where are my guns? Guns. See, this can fit 7 of these lovely jubblies. So let's see how many we can actually. We only have. Yes, we've only got 2. So if we buy another 5, I'm gonna have to unfit. Right click, buy this type. 5. Yeah, that's fine. Just drag them on.
Those items are not stackable.
Of course they're not stackable, alright. So there's that. And we take the ammo. And actually we should probably take the ammo out of this as well. So yes, we're gonna have to buy a lot of ammo here, aren't we? What are we using? Remove charge. We can close that for now. Items. Right click. Oh, yeah. Stack all. Buy this item. Oh no, that's sell. Nope, that's the options menu. And that's a black screen. Cancel. Buy this type. Let's buy 10,000. 1,000. 10,000. No, 5,000. And that'll do for now. I'll just drag that on and automatically fills it all. And drop the rest in the cargo hold. And we just put on whatever we can fit onto this. If I stack all. I don't have skills for that. That's a micro warp drive. It's faster than a afterburner, but if I do attach it, then the signature radius of my ship goes up, which means people can target me that little bit easier. That's not a good thing, as you can well imagine. So these numbers here really do help you in tanking your ships. Just give me a second. Okay, sorry, terrible cough. So, yes, this is the shield, this is the armor, this is the structure. I glossed over this a couple of episodes ago, I think. Basically, you should try to buff the biggest number. This is the shield, this is the biggest number, so we'll go ahead and put on our small shield booster, our explosion dampening field. Do we have anything else for that? No. We'll go ahead and put the civilian afterburner on it as well. And do we have anything we can put in the lowers? No, we can leave that for now. So we can go ahead and do that mission. I will see you out there.
Warp drive active.
So we've landed, and it looks like we're going to get some... yep, there they are. So we can now orbit them, and here's the afterburner. How much difference is that going to make? Very little, but we'll try. Now, I actually forgot to check. What is the targeting distance of this lovely boat? 27 kilometers, so we can actually target all of those, except we can only target 2 because we don't have the skills. And we'll take this close one, orbit him, and wait to get closer. Now obviously we do still have the same limitations with these guns on as we do on the frigates, so we need to wait to get closer, and when we are close enough, hopefully, come on, let me get closer. Oh, I'm being webbed, that's why. So I'm going to have to try and take my pot shots from here. Am I hitting him? Oh, I am, but very slowly. Oh, this is terrible. So I'm going to have to dock up, and I will go get my scrambler, and hopefully that'll help me, not my scrambler, my webifier, that'll help me get him. So I'll see you in a minute, guys. Well shit, I just tried warping out, and apparently I'm warp scrambled as well. You see, that's the warp scramble there. So I'm going to turn off my afterburner, and hope that I can get out of range. No, he's gaining on me. Oh crap, this is going to be my first stupid loss, isn't it? So yes, having a bigger ship is not a guarantee that you'll win. It's going to be close, guys. If I do win, this is going to be very close. No, this is a lost ship, guys. There's the armor warning. You won't think I've been playing this for years. And there she blows. Right, time to get into another destroyer. Right, well, less than a minute, and you can see I'm... Oh, if you look in the background, that's a Rifter, not a Destroyer. Destroyers were going for quite a high price, more than I was willing to pay at the moment. One of the big things that they say is don't fly what you can't afford to lose. At the moment I can't afford to lose another Destroyer, so I'm in a Rifter. And here's my setup. 3 guns, and 2 stasis Weber fires and an actual proper burner, so I should be able to catch up with him and slow him the hell down and shoot him out of the sky. So I'm gonna what's this? Why am I training hall upgrades again? Oh yes, there was a... Oh yes, the overdrive injectors. I'm going to install 2 of those. That'll give me a further speed boost, and that should really actually help me get right up his nose. So I'll see you out in space in a few seconds.
Skill training completed.
Oh, that's a good sound. See you later. Right, I've landed, and I'm going to go straight after that terrorist leader. Burn on, group the weapons, and let's see what we can do. Maximum speed of over 1 kilometre. It's tasty. Get over there. Slow down, turn off the AB, fire the guns. See, and even under the web I can get 244 meters a second, that's fine. That's his shield and armor gone. And his structure's melting. And I did a bad thing, I've not actually insured this ship. Let me have a look. Show info, ship uninsured. I'm on 2 uninsured losses already, and one was on purpose and one was just silly. Don't lose your ships, guys. Right. Let's see what survived my death. Well, a heck of a lot of ammo. That's cheered me up some, and quite a few guns. So it's not a horrid loss. Right, I'm going to go loot this other wreck. I will see you in station. Okay, docked up. Let's talk to Ganakis. I think this is the final mission. Yeah, excellent work. So, 2 losses. 1 on purpose, 1 stupid. Both uninsured. And, what have I got to show for it? Less money than I started with, I think. Eve is a fickle game. You're gonna lose. That's it. Eve is about losing. You're not... If you're not gonna lose, then you have to be the one making other people lose. It's sad, it's depressing. It's vicious, it's everything that people are, but we don't want to be. Oh, and it is glorious. Anyway, leave a comment in YouTube, or subscribe to me, link's just up there, or show me a video of you spinning your ships, that's fine as well. And yes, if you can think of any music that you'd like hearing during my time lapses or anything like that, then do feel free to send me a link and we'll see what we can do for you. Fly safe.